Hey, this is Arnold. Welcome back to Rachelsey at the movies.
Okay.
It's Rachelsey at the movies, yeah. That's not really good. It's Rachelsey at the movies, yay!
We saw Terminator: Dark Fate. Can you give a quick, easy synopsis of Terminator movies?
No, it's incredibly complicated, Rachel. Terminator movies are about a dystopian future where machines have taken over the world. Leader of the human resistance, his name is John Connor. And they send a Terminator. The first Terminator was about them sending back a Terminator to kill his mother, Sarah Connor, before John was born. And we've had a bunch of sequels since.
Yes.
This movie pretends like only Terminators 1 and 2
There's
exist.
been several Terminator movies, but this movie is the third installment in the series.
Now do you get it? Now do you understand? You don't need...
So it just
You don't need another
eliminated anything that happened after Terminator 2.
And Terminator 2 is one of the best sci-fi movies ever made, and still is today if you watch it. It's an amazing film, and you should watch it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it again.
So Terminator: Dark Fate, Kelsey, go wait or skip.
I think go see this movie. This is a great movie. It's everything I want in a Terminator movie. It's everything I want in an action movie. It's everything I want out of life.
Okay. Okay, I'm also going to say go, but with a caveat that if you do like action movies and stuff, then I say just go. But if you like action movies, you're kind of like iffy on, and you're not familiar with the Terminator mythology and storyline, I don't know that I feel like there's too much happens in this movie that you kind of need to know Terminator 1 and 2.
At least 2. At least watch 2 will explain 1, and it's a much better movie than 1.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're like, okay, what's happening? Like if you're completely out of this and you don't care for action, then I don't really know why you'd be there. Spoilers.
Spoilers! Trust me!
Yeah, there's definitely spoilers.
It's not a tumor. I don't...
So the movie starts with a kind of flashback voiceover narration with Sarah Connor. So Linda Hamilton's in this movie. Kind of have to reset the timeline. So we have to kind of get our
future timeline.
We have to get our bearings. Actually, it's a past, but
What's that? Oh well, it's the past to us, but the future to Terminator 2 and the future of the whole series.
they kind of have to reset it. You have to reintroduce the audience where you're at because they've eliminated John Connor. That was kind of initially devastating to me. So I have...
How about how the filmmakers obviously had to go back in time themselves to refilm that? How did they do that? I don't know.
We don't know how.
Amazing.
But yeah, so they essentially John Connor's killed.
He's dead now.
Right after the delayed Judgment Day of 1997, whenever it was, or
no,
he was killed in 1997.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, because more than one were sent back to kill him.
That's a big spoiler.
Complete his mission.
Yeah.
It's right at the beginning of the movie.
Hey, we said spoilers.
I went in thinking that maybe like John Connor would be in this movie. So it was a huge I was like, oh, so he's not.
He's dead now.
And I had a connection to him from the other movies, so that was kind of hard for me, but this movie totally made all this work, and I was
At the end, Rachel was like, John who? Huh? It just starts off immediately with some rip-roaring action, and then it doesn't stop. It just goes on through the whole movie.
So to give you an idea, if you saw the trailers, there's a scene between what you think are both the Terminators. One's an augmented human, the other one's a Terminator. And it seems pretty, hardcore. And I'm thinking this happens towards the end of the movie because you build up. But no, this is at the beginning, and then it continues to build from there.
Yeah.
So the action was just really good in the movie, and so it builds up from that.
More than just action, this movie was written very well and very smartly. A smartly world. I thought that it was like a really good Terminator movie. We haven't had a really good Terminator movie since Terminator 2. Mm-hmm. And I think that Terminator has good source material and that it just needed somebody smart to come in with an innovative idea. Bringing Linda Hamilton back was awesome because she's awesome in this movie. The new cast is awesome too. What they did with the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, the one that ended up coming back and killing John Connor at the beginning of the movie, his character arc is pretty awesome, and I think that clearly someone put in a lot of time in thinking about how to make a good Terminator movie, and they totally did it, which is awesome because Terminator movies are awesome.
Like what you said, they really good source material because you can come in because of the time traveling, and in Terminator movies the way it works, like you have changing futures, and so you kind of have an infinite, like it made sense to come in and change, like have the future change and have new people, and so as long as you have something to say, like with the movies, then I think you can make really great sequels to this. Arnold Schwarzenegger did a great job. So the way that they wrote this, the way that they filmed the action scenes, it didn't seem like he was just old. It didn't seem like he was he was out of place and they were really forcing this. I felt like the last Terminator movie I saw, I felt like it was kind of forcing the whole Arnold thing. They introduced a new idea, so his Terminator character having the idea to, like, I guess learn what humans do and how they behave and why they do the things they do, and kind of take that on. Was an interesting concept.
His CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
Yeah, so he continued to like learn, and so that was interesting. The augmented human was interesting. So at the beginning, I'm really approaching that character, seeing it like as a Terminator. But as she is playing the character, you can see that she is like maybe nervous, has a lot of energy, scared, like she has feelings, and you're like, oh, this isn't Terminator behavior. You know what I mean? She was really confident in her augmented abilities. So this was a little bit different. It was I feel like they were in early stages of like augmenting humans like this, because she was made for short burst of energy and then almost dies. And I was like, well, that seems like a really big flaw. Have you ever fought a Terminator? It takes like a while.
I don't know. I'd have to get into the fictional science to see why they did that. You know what I mean?
Right. I just thought it was, it's kind of a big flaw, but you know.
In the fictional future science?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made sense to me because what they did is they took a human being and like
so you're saying the human part of her just can't keep up.
Yeah, so it said that like her adrenaline, like it pushes a lot of like whatever in her to make her go, her metabolism gets real fast, but then
so basically she needs a big syringe of sugar to like replenish.
I don't know if it was sugar.
Yeah, because she's sitting there drinking juice. They're at breakfast in Laredo, and like she puts juice in the syringe. So apparently it's not even like it can just be sugar from like whatever.
She's got the beaties. She's got future beaties.
Yeah, but I thought like the movie just did an excellent job. The new lead is, you think it's like a new Sarah Connor, but they kind of change it. And so instead of her giving birth to the person that leads the resistance, she's the leader of the resistance. And so they kind of change that a little bit. I would like to see if they follow this up. I think it would be interesting. The next scenario be where they send a Terminator back, but this time to kill Danny's mother. And then you have like a storyline that takes place in our time, because I think dystopian futures are boring.
What if they sent it back a few generations back? You know what I mean? You send a Terminator back to around like 1800s. I mean, what kind of weaponry do they have in the 1800s that can stop a Terminator? I think I've just found a flaw.
We've talked about this. You and I have talked about this before.
Okay.
A Terminator could just go back and kill Noah, Adam and Eve. Also unveil for us like the mysteries of like the human past.
Well, if they went, Terminator couldn't go back and kill the first humans, because then it would be killing itself.
Oh, okay. Our conversation must have not got this far.
We used to be a lot dumber. Well, I wouldn't say a lot dumber.
Yeah. But overall, the movie was really good. I just think that if you're not familiar with Terminator, like I don't think this is a movie that's going to stand like against other like great movies. I think it's really great within sci-fi, within the Terminator
yeah, it's a good Terminator movie. Yeah. If you don't want to see a Terminator movie, definitely don't go see this movie.
Hey, well, we appreciate you watching Rachelsey at the Movies, and please like, comment, and subscribe.
Just do it. Who cares about the synopsis?
Well, no,
of Terminator
okay, synopsis. I will do it. Here's a synopsis. The primary character is Sarah Connor, and she learns about a future where machines, now AI,
you're doing a bad job. Let me do it.
I'm doing a bad job. I'm doing a bad job. I'm doing a